Namaste everybody, welcome to Udayas classroom. In today's lesson, we are going to see the last topic of the third chapter. The topic is, what was the impact after the LPG system 1991? Come, let's get started with the class. Impact of government policy changes on business and industry. That is, the LPG system has brought some impacts in the business industry's functions. So that is what we are going to see point by point. The first impact is increasing competition. So after this 1991 liberalization, privatization and globalization policy brought huge impact in the Indian business industry. The first thing is increasing competition. There is a tough competition between multinationals, and there is also competitions between Indian and foreign enterprises. That is the MNC companies, multinational companies, all MNC companies and the Indian companies, foreign companies, everybody has got tough competition because this industrial policy has made the investment, free flow investment could be taken from foreign investment also has been encouraged in the LPG system. So it made increasing competition in the business environment. So that is the first impact. And the second impact is more demanding customers. So customers started demanding more. Why customers supposed to demand more? That is because customers started getting wider choice of variety of goods in the business environment. So if they go to market, they started getting variety of products even from the foreign countries. So MNC companies also providing good quality products, and Indian companies also providing quality products. So what happens? The customer has got wider choice of selecting their goods and services. So it became more demanding customers. So customers today become more demanding because they are well informed. So the customers are well informed about the products merits and demerits. So customers are not be aware, only the suppliers to be aware nowadays. So more demanding customers started improvising. And the third point is rapid changes in technological environment. So the changes, rapid means what? Fast. So fast changes took place in the technological environment. So after getting the collaboration from the foreign industries and Indian industries, so technology sharing also took place, right? So changes in government policy regarding business and industry has provided us with world-class technology. So in our country, we started getting world-class technology. The sharing of technology took place because of this 1991 policy. And the fourth point is necessity for change. Why the people have to change? When people, that is when the customers started getting more products from different companies, according to the need of the people, according to the business environment, the Indian industries also has to change. So necessity for change took place after this 1991 policy. So after 1991, the market forces have become turbulent, which means turbulent means unstable, disorder. It is also called as turmoil. Previous classes I have told you this vocabulary. So turbulent, as a result of which the enterprises have to continuously modify their operations. So the enterprises, business enterprises cannot function on their own in a static way, fixed way. People cannot function. So according to the need of the people, according to the changing environment, the business enterprises has to change. So this policy has brought the necessity of business enterprises has to change according to the need of the market environment. So these are all the changes. So next topic, next impact. So the LPG system has brought the next impact also need for developing human resource, which means people should possess specialized knowledge in the special areas. So the enterprises started look for prospective candidates in order to get fullest potential from the employees. The new market conditions requires people with higher competence and greater commitment. So competitive knowledge they should have, that is the human resources. So that has been brought under the LPG system. And let's move on to the next impact, market orientation, which means today firms are market oriented. Earlier what the business enterprises will do, first they will be producing the goods and then they will supply the goods to the consumers. So they will make the consumers to purchase the product somehow other way. But nowadays it's not like that. The firms have to analyze the market situation, and according to the market need and the consumers, the firms has to produce the goods. So this has been brought under the policy 1991. So today firms are market oriented. They research the market need and wants of consumers and then they produce goods accordingly. So according to the market environment, according to the need of the people, business firms started producing the goods. So this is also one of the impact. Let's move on to the last impact, loss of budgetary support to public sectors. So earlier in the previous sessions I told you, after the independence, government started giving much more importance only to the public sectors. So they have imagined that the public sectors will play a vital role in the industries, but it did not happen. That is the reason why the LPG system came in 1991. So what happens after this industrial policy 1991? People started reducing the budgetary amount to the public sectors. It has been reduced. So the government budgetary support for financing the public sectors has declined, which means reduced. So it has been declined over the years. So when it goes, the budgetary support for the government companies has been reduced. So these are all the impacts caused because of the LPG system 1991.
Let's have a look at how LPG system 1991 created impact in Hindustan Unilever Limited company. Earlier, the company name was Hindustan Lever Limited. Hindustan Unilever Limited is a subsidiary of Anglo-Dutch major Unilever plc having numerous brands. It started its business in India in 1881 by importing Sunlight laundry soap. Subsequently, it started its own manufacturing of different products and presently is at number 1 in fast moving consumer goods, that is FMCG sector. Being a foreign company, the business environment as perceived by HUL may be categorized into two groups, pre-liberalization era and post-liberalization era. This grouping is necessary because nature of business environment relevant to HUL has changed considerably, mainly because of changes in the economic policies of the government of India post liberalization, which started in 1991. Pre-liberalization era. In the pre-liberalization era, HUL perceived its business environment as follows. The single important factor which affects the business is the government's policy towards industry. The entire business activity is directed towards meeting national goals set by the Planning Commission of India. Thus, there will be more control on doing business in certain sectors. HUL Being a foreign controlled company has limited scope for expanding its business unless it enters such areas which cannot be undertaken by others. Post liberalization era. In the post liberalization era, HUL has perceived its business environment as follows. There will be less restrictions on doing business from the government side. Distinction between foreign and domestic companies in terms of doing business will narrow down. There will be a lot of technological changes both through import of technology and internal research and development. There will be an intense competition for market share not only from existing players but also from new entrants, particularly from global majors. There will be a growing demand for consumer goods. Quality product, innovation, and price will be the determining factors for success. HUL has perceived that there will be a lot of business restructuring to focus on the core competence, a unique capability of an organization, for getting a competitive advantage. Based on the features of post-liberalization business environment, HUL divested its many businesses which did not match its core competence and acquired those businesses which matched its core competence. Divestment and acquisition of business were possible because of change in business environment from restriction on doing business to freedom for doing business. What HUL has done has been done by many companies in India after the LPG system 1991. This is how the government policy has brought impacts in business after the industrial policy. 91.
Alright, successfully we have completed the third chapter also. I'll meet you in the next class with a new topic. Till then it's bye from Udaya.